Tara here, and I'm coming to you live from my vehicle tonight. I am here on site at work, and I didn't want to take too much time, but I promised you that I would be here every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely make sure that you feel free to join us and that you plug in, because you'll definitely get some really good insights. And every week I plan on sharing some sort of business strategy or some sort of tip. So just stay tuned, because every week is going to be a different topic. And if these are helpful, you guys, definitely feel free to share them just as you decide to, or if you want to pass it on to somebody that you care about, that's awesome too. So what we're going to talk about tonight is rejection. Okay, and every now and then, you're going to have somebody that says, yeah, I'm all the way in. I totally want to do this. I want to get going in your company. Let's get started, right? So you schedule a time to reconnect so that you can follow through on the sale, because the biggest fortune that you're ever going to have, that the coaches always taught me, was in your follow-up. So you will always want to make sure, no matter what, that you're always doing everything you can to follow up, because that's what's going to get the sale at the end of the day, okay? But just a couple of tidbits as we go along, and I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to be a little lengthy, so just bear with me and stick it out with me. I know I can be kind of wordy. I'm working on that. But the bottom line is this, okay? So when you go to call that person back and they say, you know what? I just had this happen, so I can actually go there with you. So, when somebody sits there and says, you know what? I really still want to do this. I want to get going, but I'm just a little bit nervous about the timing of something. I've had other things come up, or, whatever the reason is, just know a couple pointers here. Life happens, and sometimes things happen that are just completely out of our control. The one thing that's most important is don't get attached to yes or to no, okay? Because your ability, your calling, yes, I'm going to go there where the Lord is leading you. Okay, yes, I mix the Lord with business. I put him in the center of my business. I think that should be first and foremost for anyone that's doing business. Okay, you always want good, solid wisdom and counsel. Even if you're not a believer, you want to make sure that you're doing things on an up and up way that's professional, that's done ethically, that you're doing everything you can to honor that commitment in that relationship. Because here's the thing, you guys, you don't want to burn the bridge, okay? You want to keep the door open, because it could be, that somebody wants to do this, but it's not right this minute. Okay, timing really could truly be off. In this case, they told me they still want to do it, they're serious about it, but it's a matter of being a timing issue. Okay, don't get too frustrated, don't get hung up on that, because the thing is, if you were led to this place in your business, and when I do these lives, I speak to all businesses, all companies. I'm not trying to get you to transition from your company to mine. It has nothing to do with that, okay, unless you totally believe in diversifying your income. That's a different story. We can still connect, okay? But I'm not going to rip you from your business. My goal is to help you to succeed in your business and to thrive wildly, okay? I've been in the home business industry well over 10 years at this point, so I've been through a little bit of everything and then some, okay? I'm sure there might be a situation I haven't encountered yet, but one thing is for certain, I can definitely say this with all confidence: whether she gets started or doesn't get started, it doesn't affect me, okay? Why? Because we're all called to a greater good and a greater purpose. If we were led to our particular business, it's because we're meant to make an impact with that business, with that company. It doesn't matter what we say or what we do, okay? You can't say the right or wrong thing to the right person. But the biggest thing to keep in mind is keep going. Let the person know that you still care about them and you still care about their success. And just bless and release them. I'm not saying close the door to them, but what I am saying is you might have to step back, okay? You might have to let it go briefly, okay? And see if they come back. If they're really that serious, they'll come find you again. Why? Because they believe in you. It's not so much your product or your business or your company. It's that they believe in you. okay? In my case, what, I was marketing was something to help people's social media platforms grow. I'm very serious about that. I happen to know that this system works. I've gotten results with this system. I know that this system works, okay? So the bottom line is eventually this individual is going to have to find a way to really grow their social media if that's where they want to go, in the direction they want to go. Maybe they don't end up doing that. That's not up for me to decide. That's a very personal decision that this individual is making, and each person in their entrepreneurial journey has to walk that out. Okay, what's best for one is not always best for all. Okay, even if it seems like a good thing, because guys, you don't know if that person had another open door that was meant for their life. You don't know that. You can't say that, okay? Maybe God laid an opportunity out there for them, and so they're going ahead and they're obliging in that opportunity, and they're doing something out of sheer obedience, okay? And you don't necessarily know that when you're going out for the sale in the business, okay? So, you don't want to stop the anointing from flowing. You want to allow that to just... Yeah, I'm sorry. I know the comments are right on my face, and I apologize for that. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. I was just trying, I'm in my vehicle, and I'm trying, you guys, I'm trying to, like, make sure that my angling, yeah, it's on a stand, and I can't really adjust the stand without it falling off the dashboard, so that's the issue. So I'm still working on some of those technical details, so I apologize for that. Maybe I'll just angle it and hold it tonight. But I just didn't want the camera to shake as much. Yeah. So I apologize for that, you guys, but thank you for that tip, Christina. But yeah, you just don't want to, ruin the anointing that the Lord has on that particular message for that person. And it could very well be, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that could very well be just a timing issue where, you really want to see them prosper. You want to wish somebody better. You want to wish them greater success than even what you're having. Okay, so the bottom line is, don't get hung up when they say no to you, okay? Because no does not always mean no, and sometimes no means yes eventually, okay? But something that you've got to do is get past people's insecurities and fears, because just because they tell you that they're not interested, they don't think that this is for them, does not mean that they're not interested and that it's not for them. But you know what they are secretly doing? They're watching every move that you make. Okay, they're looking for I don't care who you are. Everybody is looking for somebody to follow. It's the truth, right? If you see somebody that has results and has fruit that you have, okay, and they want it, trust me, they will be following you so they can watch your every move, so that they can grow and they can glean and they can learn from you, okay? But the biggest thing is you showing up with your game face on, whether they said yes or no. And you want to be consistent, okay? You don't want to beat up somebody, okay? But you definitely want to be consistent. You want to be professional in how you address people. You want to be professional in how you follow up with people. You want to be professional in how you connect with people. And by all means, make sure that you are connecting with people, okay? Don't just initially reach out to them and never follow up and never reach back out to them again, okay? Because the truth is, they could have gotten tied up. Somebody could have been in surgery. An accident could have happened. Something really serious could have happened, right? So we can't just be quick to dismiss people. That's making an assumption, and that's prejudging people. So we just have to make sure that we stay connected to people, and that we encourage them and we love on them where they're at, because we do not know everything that there is to know about them. And just because we're looking at them on social media does not necessarily mean that that's how their life is going. Okay, we have a tendency to paint the pretty picture of what we want people to see, but that's not always a good indicator of the reality of the situation. Okay, and so people are hurting. People need what you have. The biggest thing is bringing value, and you could bring value by sharing just a little bit of vulnerability with people, just being real, just being you. Consistency really pays, because they want to know that over time, what you have is presented to them in an organized, professional way. People want things made easier for them. They want things simplified for them. They want to know if they step out and they do something with you, that they're going to succeed at it. okay, that they're going to make some income, okay, they're going to have that time freedom with their families, they're going to be able to travel, they're not going to have to punch a time clock. I was talking to somebody one day and they said it humiliates them to punch a time clock, okay? I don't blame them. Who wants to punch a time clock? Right? Who wants to have somebody else hold you accountable? Like, you can't do things for yourself. But what if you could show up and show off for yourself? What a difference that would really make. You could get your work done. You could do the things that you are wanting to do. And when somebody sees somebody that has it together and they have all their ducks in a row, it makes a heck of a difference. It makes a huge difference. It really does. So you keep doing what you're doing, whether somebody's saying yes or they're saying no. You focus on the activity that's going to bring in the quickest amount of income the fastest, okay? And you don't focus on the income. If you're focusing on income, then you're focusing on lack. You're focusing on poverty. You're focusing on the wrong things. And it's easier said than done, especially when you're in a situation that isn't ideal. How do I not focus on that? Well, you're going to have to probably pray about it or seek some sort of wisdom or guidance on that and just say, hey, you know what? This is my heart, God. Transform my heart. Help me to be there for people more effectively. Help me to be in the marketplace in a way that you're guiding me to people that need my help today. I always pray for people that I'm supposed to be connecting with, because that's the biggest thing. You want to make sure that you're connecting with people that truly need your help, that the Lord genuinely connected you. So next time you're like, gosh, I'm not sure who I need to connect with, and I just know I got to make income, and my leadership is depending on me, and I'm depending on me, my family's depending on me. You know what? You just show up and you pray. God, direct me to the people that I can help the most effectively today. And I get it. Not everybody's a praying person. Okay. But you can still channel the universe, or, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, there's still options, and there's still opportunity for you to sit there and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to reach out to somebody who needs my help. Who's somebody I haven't talked to in a long time that maybe I should connect with? Okay, who's somebody that I see that's hurting, and you may not be able to approach them right away about business. It may just be you and them, and you're just connecting one-on-one. You're just trying to build a relationship. You're trying to get to know the person. Maybe you don't know them that well, but you want to connect with them. You want to build a relationship with them. You want to get to know a little bit about them. What do they have to bring to the table? What do they have to offer? Well, Tara, what does this have to do with when somebody says no to you? Well, it has everything to do with it, because when you take the focus off of yourself and the income you just didn't make, and you choose to focus on helping people effectively, it makes a huge difference, because then your mindset shifts and you're focused on helping other people instead of what's in it for you. Because the truth is, if you can't get past this, it will squash your business. Some of you, your biggest breakthrough is going to be overcoming this actual step of what people actually think about me, and having to put on a show all the time, and just being you and just being authentic. People like people they can relate to, that are just authentic, that aren't necessarily preaching at them, but they've got a great message. They've got something to offer. And each of you that's watching this, whether you're in sales or not, whether you have a home business or not, whether you're looking for a home business and you don't have one, maybe you've contemplated the idea, but you've never taken it seriously, it doesn't matter. You have something to offer. You have something to offer your children. You have something to offer your family. You have something to offer your community. Whatever that looks like, you have a gift, and it's worth speaking up about. But you've got to step out and face sometimes, and just be a little bit bold and open up your mouth and show people what you're really about. Don't be afraid to get out there and let people know what's on your heart. You've got something that's valid, and it's important, and it's worth offering. But it's just a matter of being consistent with it once you start doing it. Make sure that you're taking the time to really build capacity with people. Don't just start and say, okay, well, I reached out to 1 to 2 people today, so I'm good now. No, you've got to keep connecting with people. You got to keep building that capacity with people. You got to keep engaging them, because you know what? The average person, my coach told me this once, it takes over 7 exposures before somebody acknowledges what you have to offer them. Can you imagine? That's not building capacity in relationship. That's just actually presenting a business in front of them, right? So you've got to get really good at building a relationship with people and connecting. You got to get really good about focusing on other people rather than yourself, your situation, what that looks like, okay? Because situations can change. Your situation can change overnight. You can do this. You can build capacity. You can build relationships with people. You can have a home business if you don't have one. You absolutely can, but don't get attached to whether or not somebody says yes or no to you. It has no bearing because it's not a part of you. It's not a part of your calling. It's not a part of where you're going. You're called to a specific place and a specific time. You do what you're supposed to do out of the obedience of the heart, because out of the heart, the mouth will speak. Okay, and that is scriptural. All right, so you just focus on getting your message out there, loving on people, encouraging them, building them up. And I promise you that as you continue to focus on them and you stay steady and consistent, the right people will come along. The other thing that might be helpful for some of you is imagine what your niche client would look like. When I say a niche client, this is the person that you would want to put on your team. Okay, so what is your target audience? Okay, well, who do you want to target when you're sharing information with somebody? Okay, do you want to target, stay-at-home moms that are looking at bringing in side income? Are you looking at reaching out to the professional mom who wants to be home more because she works too many hours? Are you wanting to connect with, a mom who has struggled with her identity because she's a stay-at-home mom and she would like to do more, but she doesn't know how to do it because she's got a tribe of children and she needs help, right? Because she wants to contribute in some way other than just having the relationship with the kids, which is great and it's wonderful and she loves being that stay-at-home mom, but maybe she needs something else in addition to that. Maybe she needs somebody to encourage her and speak life back into her, and you might be that person that's willing to do that. But if you're not consistent, you're not reaching out and you're not following up and you're not building contacts every day, speaking in front of new people, reaching out to them, just kind of connecting, you don't have to have a business conversation, but just encouraging and loving on that person. Because if you do that, they'll start trusting you, and the next thing you know, you'll know what their needs and things are. Then you can reach out to them about your opportunity. It's the perfect timing. You pray about it. I never just go off and speak business to somebody. I really pray about the opportunity placed in front of me before I do it. But, once you build that capacity for a while, you start to learn what the need is and what they're needing from you, right? So that's the biggest key factor right there. You just want to make sure that the door is open before you walk through it. And the thing is, when you're looking at this target audience, you want to see, okay, who's that person I want to bring aboard my team that has all the qualities that I see in them to succeed? Okay, and you need to focus with that. Okay, if your goal is to reach that stay-at-home mom, okay, is she young? Is she in her 20s? Is she in her 30s? How many kids does she have? What does she want to accomplish with her business? And start writing these things down. Get specific about what you want in business. Don't set the expectation so much that you worship it. Okay, but come up with an ideal of what you really want for your business. How many people do you want to reach daily? How many do you want to reach a week? What would your closing ratio look like? Start thinking about how many people that you're going to effectively follow and effectively connect with, and connect with an authentic relationship. Not just something like, hey, Sally Sue, I saw that you have 2 kids. Oh, that's great. By the way, here's my business opportunity. And I just thought maybe you'd be perfect for it because you're a stay-at-home mom with 2 kids too. Here's my information. It'd be great if you support my next trip. That's not authentic, you guys. That's not authentic at all. And that's going to get you blocked or defriended faster than anything else. Make sure you're taking genuine capacity and time to connect with somebody in a loyal, capacity where you really show that you care about them, that you genuinely want to know about them, that you want to get really good at knowing about them, and keep focusing on that. Make that your goal every day. Get really good at focusing on other people and what their needs are. And I promise you, the business will follow from it and the right person will get started, because people are absolutely replaceable. And if somebody doesn't step up to the plate, then that assignment will be reassigned to somebody else who's meant to work with you, that will blow it out of the water. But you've got to get really good about staying the course, whether somebody says yes or no. You don't keep a record of wrongs. You don't keep the tallies. You just focus on doing the activity and let the rest fall into place. I hope that this video was really helpful for you. I'm going to leave my contact information in the comment section so that you can connect with me live that way. Also, if you're looking for a home business or you're looking at a way to bring your business to the next level, I am going to leave that information in the comment section as well, so that way you can click on my link and we can connect privately and we can see if maybe it would be good for both of us. Okay. I look forward to connecting with you. I appreciate everything that you guys have offered and all of your support as usual. Please feel free to share this video. If it's going to be helpful for you, if it's going to be helpful to somebody else on your team, somebody else that you know, somebody that's getting started out, or maybe somebody that's been stuck in their business that needs some help, let's connect. I really want to make sure that I'm connecting with you. So definitely feel free to click on that link, or to even share this video tonight. However we can get the word spread out. I just want to focus on helping as many people as effectively as possible. It's been wonderful connecting with you. I look forward to actually connecting with you guys this next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I will see you then. Have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.